Welcome to your national weather update. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and you'll never miss a forecast. And there's plenty going on over the next few days out in the Atlantic. Things are developing, but ahead of that, actually our low pressure system is sitting still out to the east, and we've still got the air coming down from the north, hence why it's been so chilly for much of this week. This little weather front is just pepping the rain up during the night, initially across southeast Scotland, northeast England, but spreading south across northern England into the Midlands, parts of Wales, and eventually parts of southern England, seeing that rain by dawn. A few showers coming on behind across the borders and northeastern England, but otherwise most places will be largely dry overnight, and temperatures dipping down to single figures for England and Wales, parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, staying a little bit milder in double digits. On to the details for Thursday. We are going to start with a lot of cloud and some outbreaks of rain, especially for Pembrokeshire and southern counties of England. But I think quite quickly that rain should fizzle out. It may take a while before it clears completely from Cornwall and the Channel Isles. And we will see a few showers following on behind. Of course, again, southeast Scotland, northeast England. They may drift towards East Anglia and the Midlands by the afternoon. Some scattered showers for eastern Scotland, but I say for many places, certainly western Scotland, much of Northern Ireland, and much of southern England and South Wales. Once that early rain has cleared, most of the day will be dry and bright and a touch warmer perhaps than recent days. Temperatures getting close to average, 17 or 18 in the south, and for most the winds will be a little lighter, but still feeling fairly fresh on some of those North Sea coasts, with a brisk wind bringing a few scattered showers in here, which will continue into the evening, the odd one keeping going over the Midlands, but quite rapidly tending to ease off. And then we'll see largely clear skies for most of the night across England and Wales. But notice behind me something rather more dramatic. We talked at the start about things developing in the Atlantic, and this bank of wet and windy weather is going to swing in. It will bring slightly higher temperatures, certainly compared to England and Wales, with those clear skies. A fairly cold start to Friday, well down into single digits. But we will start Friday across a good part of England with some sunshine, but fairly rapidly clouding over across Wales. A wet and windy start for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Some bright colours there, heavy rain. It does move through reasonably rapidly, spreading to most areas by the end of the day. East Anglia in the southeast will cloud over. May not see the rain here until tea time, but it could be a very wet Friday evening across the southeast. Behind it, brighter skies for Scotland and Northern Ireland on Friday afternoon, but also a fair few blustery showers. Temperature-wise, well, again, mid to high teens. You're actually starting to see warmer air come in with this wet weather, but it's not going to feel very pleasant at all with the rain and those strong winds. Speaking of the winds, the strongest gusts are likely to be across Scotland as that weather system arrives through the early hours. The gusts of wind of 50 to perhaps 60 miles an hour, maybe a little more in exposed places. And then the strong winds transfer from the Western Isles to the Northern Isles during Friday afternoon. But everywhere it will be windy, and with this wind direction, we could see some really strong gusts along the south coast, and particularly across the Dover Strait late in the day on Friday. Bear that in mind if you're travelling on Friday, getting a ferry across the Channel. As for the weekends, well, the weather should be calming down a little bit, but you can see a bit more about that if you watch our 10-day trend video. That's available on YouTube and on Facebook.